Yeah.
And I know you've done a lot of ad films as well, Kunal. Is the process with ad films very different from filmmaking? Is it a lot more
Yeah.
focused in terms of,
Yeah. Uh, so with ad films, most likely it's just one day of shoot,
yeah.
right? There's no such multiple days. You're not really playing a character. You're playing this one person who uses the product. So
Mm,
there's no creativity, I would say, from your side. It's more or less the script and how good it is at conveying that this product is the best, and how well they play with the emotional strings of the customer. Um, there are certain projects, ad projects, that require a good amount of acting. And
mm,
one of my favorite, like I think the most proud ad project that I've done is for Swiggy.
mm.
I was supposed to play this delivery boy, and Swiggy had a wonderful initiative that they wanted to tell how every consumer calls their delivery executives Swiggy,
Yeah.
but you don't call a Reliance or a Kellogg's, or you don't call like just random people that. But with
Yeah.
Swiggy, it's fine. So they said they gave two shits about their
Delivery people.
they gave importance to their employees, and they were like, no, we need to set this right. And they took time, effort, and money out of their budget and said, make this campaign. And it wasn't what's in the name, that was the campaign's name. And it's one very beautiful project, one very beautiful script, and very beautiful people and production house have made it with so much love that you will feel horrible if you didn't do your job well, right? Because that is something that I couldn't have lived with if I didn't do the job well. And that I was so well, it won best ad of the year, I think,
Oh,
and
okay.
best casting. So
Nice.
I took a little pride in that. I didn't get the award, like the casting director got the award, but I'm
Yeah.
like, she did cast me, so I'm going to take small win for it. So yeah,
But
it was a really I was very lucky to have gotten that ad, because once I heard the audition script itself, I was like, I really want to do this. I don't give a shit. I don't
nice.
care who I have to kind of like put murder in cold blood. I'll do it. I'll do. I want this script.
Yeah, because
So
in a lot of ways in that I've seen that ad, Kunal, and I think I saw it
yeah,
on TV, or I must have seen it in some digital platform. But
yeah,
I know that you were representing the voice of all the people that were doing that
yeah,
job across the country, right? So it was a
yeah,
sense of responsibility as well. And these are
yeah,
people that do this day in, day out, and feed their
yeah.
families. So it's fascinating how a simple ad can actually translate to so much social change. And
It's wonderful. That's the thing, right? The audition brief was that um, you go to this, you go with full of enthusiasm because you want to do your job well, and you want to greet these people because you are that nice of a person. You just want happiness, and you just want to like spread joy because you're giving food to people. That's a very joyous line of work. And then all of a sudden they don't even bother you calling by your name, so you're a little disheartened. But at the same time, it's not their fault; it's the norm. So you don't say anything about it. So I'm like, I didn't have to think about, even though I didn't put that pressure on myself. Like, I'm representing the voices of so many millions of employees and delivery agents, because I know that's going to happen, because the ad film company that's making it is going to make sure that happens.
right.
My job is to make sure that the emotional impact, even if it was a regular person, right? It didn't have to be Swiggy or anything like that. A regular person could connect on.
Mm,
Like, if that happened to me, like I did something nice to someone and they didn't even bother like saying thank you or my name, it just makes you feel weird. So my intention was just that emotional has to be there. That
nice.
impact cannot be lost by any chance. So luckily, I had a very good director, and he told me that this is how we're going to shoot it. And once I heard it, we were on the same page. And once you're on the same page, life is really easy. It's like a couple of takes and you're done. But the dynamic of an ad film is on an ad film set is really weird. There are a
Nice.
few ads that I've shot that have never come out,
Mm,
because clients can be like, "Oh, we just don't want to release that anymore." And the other thing is, on a film, at least on a film set, the final call is the directors. But on an ad set, the director can be present, but it's the client. Like, I did this ad for McDonald's in McDonald's Arabia,
mm.
and that ad, I remember I had to eat a burger. I ate it like 38 times,
Oh God.
which is horrible,
Wait, the whole
because
burger.
No, just take
So
a
like
bite.
you just buy.
But even then, 38 bites is like, I don't know how many people into how many burgers. But the thing
Yeah.
is, what the problem is that you don't realize is you see like a really nice juicy burger,
Yeah.
but there's a job called a food stylist which I had no idea of. They exist. They make the burger look very presentable on camera. So the side facing the camera looks really good. The
Yeah.
side facing me is just big
Oh.
because it's filled up with like whatever polished and all that side, and this side is just empty because otherwise they'll have to waste so much of food, right?
Yeah.
But they can't use the same burger. They have to use a fresh piece
Yeah.
all the time. It's
Yeah.
just ingredients they use, which makes sense, but it's just so I was biting into bread like 38 times, which was like horrible. But we
Wow.
got the shot in like maybe 6 or 7 times.
Okay.
Like in 6 or 7 take we had it, and then I remember the next 25 to 26 times it was just pure torture because the entire castle crew was just like lying back, sitting, and they're like, okay, action, yeah, action. Because the directors told me like I've gotten the shot, so but you have to like please the client on
Mm.
an ad film set, which is, but I get that. It's not like I'm debating it. I mean, the dynamic is different. Uh, I get that because if I was a client, I would want everything, and I'm spending so much money
Yeah.
on an ad film. I would want that product to look so good. So I understand it. It's
Yeah.
just that biting into bread 38 times is not pleasant. That's all.